What's going on, guys? It is your boy Troff. Today we are going to be going over my pitching tips for MLB The Show 20. So first things first, we're just going to run through my settings real quick. Pitching interface, it's always going to be pure analog. It's the same thing as strike zone camera for hitting. Pure analog is the way you got to go if you want to be a top player. It just gives you the most control over your spots, your velocity even, and it's just the one that you want to use. So these next two settings are really up to you guys. I like to use pitcher offset for my pitching view. I like to be behind the pitcher. I feel like I'm able to get my pitches up and into a righty easier from there. And I feel like you're just facing a lot more righties, and it's just the way I like to do it. I'm so used to it now. For pitching ball marker, I like to do classic on now. I recently switched to this. I like it a lot more. You're able to see how much your pitch is going to break based on where you start it. And I'll show you this when we get into the actual practice. But these are my two settings for that. So now that we're done with that, let's jump into some practice and I'll show you guys what I'm doing. Okay, so we are here in practice mode. I got Roy Oswalt on the mound. I'm going up against the Yankees just to show you guys what I'm talking about. So I would say my number one tip with pitching is your pitch sequencing. You really want to keep your opponents off balance when you're pitching. You really want to change up. You don't want to become too predictable. That's when they start guessing on pitches and be able to hit some hard hits against you. So a couple of my favorite pitch sequences are, I like to start with hard stuff usually, see if they're able to catch up to the fastballs or not. So sinkers are a great pitch that you want to start with. They're hard to score up. They come in fast in ranked seasons this year, and I think that's the number one pitch I really like to start with. They keep making contact and getting out, so I'm okay with that. We do have it on Legend right now, so that's probably why they're making contact. So right there, I got my called strike with a sinker. Now I usually like to go a little bit away, see if they're looking for that sinker again. So as you can see with my pure analog pitching, I'm really able to hit my spots more than I would be if I was using like pulse or meter. I feel like it just gives you way better control. So then when you get someone out with soft stuff, I'm not afraid to go right back to it. Usually if you get someone out with soft stuff, they're going to be looking for those fastballs. Another great pitch to throw are fastballs away, fastballs down. Nobody looks for that. Everyone is always looking for those sinkers high, those fastballs high, and then the slider down and away. You can get a lot of people frozen with the simple fastball right on the corner. Also, when you're playing online, don't be afraid to get crazy with a couple of these pitches. I've had some of my best success with changeups high in the zone. People think they're fastballs, so they'll just take them or be way out in front. The slider's high and away. These things work online if you are playing a good player because they're so used to seeing the same pitches over and over again. So you really got to change it up when you're online. These sinkers down and away, those are my favorite pitch in the game right now. If you can start your sinker off the outside corner and bring it back over, you will have a lot of success and a lot of people will get caught looking at that pitch. Now, I know Roy Oswalt does not have a cutter, but that is another one of the most OP pitches in the game right now. As we turn two here on Aaron Judge. Cutters away are great. If you can get a pitcher with a sinker and a cutter, obviously, like Corey Kluber, the Forrest Whitleys, the Casey Mizes, these are just some great cards that you can pitch with that you can really tunnel based off these sinkers and cutters. So you would throw a sinker inside. These would all start in the middle of the plate and look like the same pitch. Then you would hit them with the cutter away and they would be so out in front and roll over it. That's really the type of pitch sequencing I'm looking for this year. It's really worked well. My ERA, I think, is a little below 3.5, which is actually amazing this year with the way hitting is sometimes. Another thing I want to talk about is control freaks. I know I mentioned this in my hitting tips video, but these control freaks right here, as you can see on my camera, these are great. Like I said, I think they are the concave versions. You can get them on Amazon. They're like 15 bucks. They have improved my pitching immensely. I feel like I hit my spot so much better now. I really recommend you guys pick these up. Even if you don't want to use them for hitting, definitely use them for pitching. I just switched to using them from hitting not too long ago in MLB 19, but I've always had them for pitching and they made a huge difference for me, so I definitely recommend picking them up. So right now I'm just going to face a couple batters and talk through what I am thinking with each pitch. So right now I have DJ LeMahieu on an 0-1 count. I think I threw a fastball up and in. So right now I'm actually going to double up with a fastball and we're going to try and backdoor the sinker on him. Right there, we left it over the middle a little bit, but we got the out. I know I'm playing the computer right now, but these same concepts apply in online play. I'm pitching to these guys exactly how I would an online player. So now that we got an out on a fastball, I even like to double up on the fastballs and go a little outside right here and try and dot one up for an easy strike. And right there, Aaron Judge actually goes with it, but once again, another fly out. So now we've thrown 3 straight fastballs. We have 2 outs, and we're facing Gleyber Torres, another righty. So I would like to start him with a little changeup down and away. Maybe get him to look for a fastball again and roll it over. All right, so we threw it down. I'm actually going to double up again with this off-speed stuff and throw a little slider on the corner, hopefully dot one up. Perfect. We got him the foul one off. Now we got back into the 1-1 count. So now I'm actually going to go sinker up and in and try and get him a little late on it, as he saw 2 straight off-speed pitches. So he was a little early actually, but we got him the foul tip it. Another great pitch is the fastball up way above, not way above the zone, but pretty good. Right about here. You want maybe like a ball and a half length between the top of the zone and the ball. This is a great pitch online. You will get a lot of people swinging at that, as it almost looks like a riser when you start it there. So I'm going to actually throw it one more time because I really do like throwing this pitch in 2 strike counts. So that was a perfect pitch. He was able to lay off it. So we threw 2 straight fastballs. I'm actually going to double up again, and we're going to go sinker outside and high one more time. So that was a pretty good pitch. We got a little too far outside, but he did swing at it. So now we've thrown 3 straight fastballs. I'm going to come back with a slider down and away on him. And we got him to roll over one right back to the pitcher. So that is what I'm talking about with our pitch sequences. You really want to think about what you're doing, not just pick random pitches and throw. You really want to think about what you're throwing next and how you can keep your opponent off balance. I'm going to go through one more batter right here. So we throw sinker down or sinker in for a ball. I'm actually going to go right back to it with a straight fastball up and in. Alright, so we threw 2 balls in a row. So in 2-ball counts, 2-0, 3-0, I really need to get one over. So usually I'll throw an off-speed pitch to get one over, unless this guy's showing me that he really can't hit fastballs. Then I will throw another one. So we got the slider over for a strike there. I'm actually going to double up with the sliders, maybe get him to roll over one looking for a fastball again. That is a perfect slider on the outside corner right there by Roy Oswalt. So right now we threw 2 straight off speed. I'm actually going to go one more off speed. We're going to throw him a curveball because we've not given them one yet. And that was a great pitch, but they were able to lay off it. So now almost every single player is going to expect a high fastball or a low and away slider. So what are we going to do? We are going to throw him a down and away fastball right on the corner, and we're going to dot them up. That was a perfect pitch. He was able to go the other way with it, but I'm telling you, a lot of online players will not be looking for that pitch. They will sit there and take it 9 times out of 10. So this is what I'm talking about with my pitching tips. I hope you guys can take these tips into your games. If you enjoyed the tips video, please leave a like and subscribe. I will be bringing more tips videos, more gameplay all throughout the year. So hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you.